Hello there. It has been a while. I know. People have been asking, what's going on? Where are you? So let me fill you in. I have just a few minutes before I do another interview with something for Her Voice coming up in January in Houston. We've had a lot of crazy things go on. I named this Don't Lose Your Focus because it seems to me like life has decided to go at throwing things different directions, like angry baseball players or something. Balls coming out of everywhere, bats coming out of everywhere, everything's coming all over the place. So what we're looking at is how to keep our focus when everything's being thrown our direction. I just had for some of you that don't get my shout or you're not on social media, we had a situation happen where the last part of my Burning Man camp, the van, was stolen at a conference we were doing, and they were the people that stole it were going to try and take a chain up ATM and pull it off of out of the bank, I guess. And and so I got a phone call like 6 a.m, and it was the police, and they were saying, "Are you the owner of this kind of van?" I said, "Yeah." And he says, "Well, it's been involved in a robbery." I thought, "Oh, great. This is good." I'm thinking, well, they're wanting to fund our outreach efforts. But they chained up a thing to the ATM and a chain to the bumper of the van, which was attached to the frame of the van, so it didn't go anywhere. But it did collapse the undercarriage of the van, so we had to total it. So it's been like, what a crazy set of events, and it's been one thing after another. And I know that I'm not the only one experiencing stuff like that. We've been doing training. We've been doing getting outreaches together. We've been getting new staff. I have Abby moved to Florida, so she's still with me, but she's also working another job. And then Melissa has decided that she's going to move a different direction. So I've got new people coming on to help out with the audio and media and websites and things like that. So we're in a big change right now of everything that we've been doing is just going to be a little bit different. And I want to do a dream show. And I was just down in Austin, and I did a training down there just for a quick, I just did a little freebie all-day training. And I had someone say, you ought to look at University of Texas for getting on their radio or TV and doing a training or doing a dream thing, like live or something. And I thought, well, I did that for the ghost hunters for a while. The ghost hunters that actually have a show, and they go into haunted houses and stuff like that. And they got a hold of me, and I was on there 5 times. And these are people that aren't connected to God really in any way. They just needed their dreams and wanted to have people have an opportunity to have their dreams interpreted. So I thought, well, if I can do that, I could go on a university campus and do that too. So we're looking at doing a show. I want to do a dream show where people can call in, because dreams are huge right now, and they're extremely powerful with messages that are important for us to have. And they're coming from every direction. And so I want to say something about don't lose your focus, because when things are going to come out of left field, okay, they're just coming out of left field, you didn't expect it. First thing to do, always, first thing, is look to God. He's the author and finisher of our faith. He's the one who knows what's going on. He knows where it's coming from and what the end result's going to be. If we do that, we're going to keep our peace, and we're not going to have these, times where we're just out of control ourselves, trying to juggle all the plates that seem to be flying in the air. And so you want to ask God, what are you doing? What's going on here? Why right now, The other thing is that we have to be really careful how we talk to people. I think I was listening to, I think it was Larry Randolph. I love Larry. He's a good friend, good friend. And he was saying how there's a spirit of offense that seems to have been poured out right now on earth, and everybody's offended about all things, and they were before, even like with COVID and stuff like that, but now it seems like they're even offended about anything. Doesn't matter what, just your nail polish, it's not the right color or something. Anything is setting people off, and everybody's brittle. And so it's real important just to hang out, be yourself. Don't try and figure things out. Don't try and make draw conclusions out of things. Don't try and make sense out of things that are happening, because they may not make any sense. Okay? And so you just have to kind of wait it out for a minute until the storm clears, until things settle down. Then you can have conversation. Then you can begin to have some dialogue, with some people that may have thought things or whatever. I had someone say to me recently, a lot of people don't like what you do. And I said, well, I'm not going to stand before a lot of people one day in heaven. I'm going to stand before the one who asked me and gave me an assignment to do what I do. So I'm going to keep doing it, because there's fruit there. And people are ready to be delivered and be brought into wholeness, out of trauma, out of labels and all the different things that people have had. They're ready. They're ready to step into new life. And I'm not going to miss that opportunity because people don't like what I do. And so, you just have to own what your assignment is. Own it, and don't get distracted by everyone else and what they say. They haven't been given your assignment, and they haven't been given what God has given you to do. So you just need to move forward with what you've been given and what He's telling you to do, and learn as you go. The other thing is that God is doing a new thing. And for a lot of people, they're like, well, I don't want Him to do a new thing. I like the old thing. Or that makes me nervous to think that God's going to do a new thing. Well, He's going to do it whether you like it or not. So, we just have to let Him be God and run His world, and let Him bring us into alignment with what He's doing. And then we'll be able to move in tandem with what He's doing and how He's doing it. And we're going to be able to see God bring us out on the other side. There's a lot of victories. We're going to go from strength to strength, and glory to glory, and victory to victory. We're just going to have that. So He's going to do things, and He already is doing things in secret that you don't see. So that's another thing to keep in mind. And then you want to be able to give hope and encouragement to people. I just did a class, like I said, and there was a lady there, and we were talking about tattoo interpretation. And I know that causes a lot of feathers to get ruffled. And I thought, well, it's a way of communication. They went to a lot of trouble to get that on their skin, and they probably went through some pain, and it means something to them. So let's just find out what they're thinking, or what that was all about. And so this lady had said she went into a store or something, and a guy had a tattoo of a noose around his neck. And she goes, it really disturbed her. She didn't know what to do. And I thought about it for a second when she was talking to me, and I thought, I don't know if I'd know what to do. I always try and flip it around, right? Then I thought, go back into the store and tell him that, look at your tattoo. It's a circle of life. It's a complete circle of life. In other words, there's nothing missing. There's nothing broken. It's a complete circle. And if he says, it's a noose, then say, well, I'm a tattoo interpreter, and that's not what I see. What I see is that you're going to have a fulfilled life. Because when you do things like that, you can break off whatever the enemy's plan was for them. I know that we're coming up on the outreach that we do at the adult convention because of all of the stuff that has been coming our direction. I know that God is getting ready to bring a whole bunch of people out of bondage and out of prison And we're going to be taking down some giants in this next season that we're moving into. So it's really important that we really cling on to God and that we don't get sideswiped by all the stuff that tries to come and set us up and to, blindside us, basically, is what it is. So be cautious about that. Be thinking about, why, what's happening, what's going on. Always go to him first. He'll tell you. He'll tell you what's going on. Be available to God too, because I think there's going to be new assignments that, well, I know there already are new assignments and new alignments, and there's new things that God is wanting to do. And he's also wanting to take us into the next stream. Okay, so we've been in one stream and it's looked like this and it's felt like this, and we've recovered from certain things and we've gotten certain things washed away, or maybe we've felt like, okay, I can navigate this. And now we're getting ready to go into, it reminds me of the rapids. We went to the Rogue in Oregon one time and we rode the rapids, right? And they have different levels of rapids. Thank God I wasn't in the big one, because I would have probably been all over the place. But I do know that when there were certain times when we would ride the Rogue, that there would be these rapids that we'd have to really navigate. We'd have to all pull in one direction in order to get over that rapid, what it was, And so we're getting ready to have another expression of the river that we're in, and how the rapids are, and how we navigate all together in the boat in order to get around or get down the river, right, through this portion of the rapids that we're coming into. A lot of things are being exposed, and it's stirring a lot of stuff up. There's a lot of things that are already exposed that you just don't know about yet, but you will. And so when that happens, you just have to maintain don't lose your focus, maintain your stance, and understand that God's got this. He's got this. It's his battle. The battle belongs to him anyway. We're just helping him. We're just fighting alongside of him, right? And there's a lot of prayers that are being answered right now, and supernatural prayer, things that people didn't expect. Cancer's being cured. People going to the doctor and all of a sudden they don't have the cancer. They don't have the infection. They don't have these things that were bothering them. So a lot of supernatural healings. I told you, I think one of the last videos I did, I woke up in the morning one morning and I heard unusual miracles. Unusual. And that was probably like in maybe the end of October, 1st of, okay. And so that's what that is. It's like we're watching him take us now in ways that we haven't been before. So it's going to be really fun. It's going to be fun to see how God does this, and unusual miracles are going to take place. All right. So go to my website, cindymcgill.org. Make sure that you sign up for the shouts. We're going to be getting them out more frequently. I'm sorry that we have not been able to do that. We have just been overwhelmed with all the change and all the stuff that's going on, and how we are shifting the guard, so to speak, a little bit. And people have been coming and going in our lives right now. And we've had a lot of different people flowing in and out of our home and different things. So I just want to say, don't lose your focus. We've got this, and God's got this, and the battle belongs to him. So we're going to get through this. Go to the website, get Words That Work. Please get Words That Work and Methods to End the Madness, the Field Guide. Please read those two books. Read the Dream Journal, or the Dream Book too. But these Words That Work and Methods will be gold for you. They will be golden for you in the days to come. You will have language to be able to communicate anywhere you go. We're advancing our outreaches on this coming year. I'm looking at more places that we're going to do. I want to go to film festivals. I want to go to New Age festivals. And these are places where more people can come instead of to the really, extreme, I call them, outreaches like Burning Man and the adult convention. I don't take a lot of people into those places because of the type of environment that it is. But we will be going into some of these other events that are not as challenging for some people. I'll be doing more training, so make sure that you come. Once you've done a training, you can come to the rest of them. You don't have to pay again. But this is our job. So We try and make it very reasonable for you to get the training. The other thing is that once I've done a full 8 hour of training, and then you want me to take you out by the hand and demonstrate all the things I just shared with you in that 8 hour period, that's almost impossible. Like, that is a long day. And so you also want to have an event that you can go to that's in methods. It'll tell you the field guide. It'll give you the understanding about how you create an outreach or how you go on an outreach and that kind of thing. So, and so, you know, you want to be able to take the tools. I'm equipping you. I'm giving you the tools so you'll know what to do and how to do them, right? So I've got more stuff coming up. Please make an effort to be there. If you've already been and you want to host a training, then do it. Just get people together and I'll come. We'll just come and do it in your town or whatever. I want you to have like 50 people because I need to make it where people can come in and we've got a big enough crowd. So it's worth our time because we're paying for our airfares and stuff to get there. And then also because we want to train as many people as we can to go into all the different places. University campuses are wide open right now. Wide open. Nothing holding back there. They don't care. And dreams are a key in the door. They're like a pass key in a hotel. They'll get you into any room. So we're going to teach on that too. I think I have a dream thing coming up in Austin the first weekend in February. And we're looking at Nashville. We're looking at Washington State. We're looking at South Carolina. I still have that in my heart. And so we're just wanting to be able to get people equipped and trained in how we're going to be navigating in the days to come. I just had a birthday, so I'm getting younger, and I'm going to keep it going as long as I can, right? All right. I love you guys. Go to my website, cindymcgill.org, cindymcgill.org. If you want to sew into our outreach coming up, we could really use it. And also I'm going to be on Elijah Streams, I think on the 19th of this month. And so if you want to help us go to, this is a 5-day, like total all in, have a booth, the whole thing into the adult convention. It's their big one. It's a red carpet event, and we're going to be going in there, and we have got houses and cars that we have to rent, airfare that we have to take care of, food we have to take care of. The booth itself was $5,000 or $6,000, and all the stuff that we have to go on the booth. We're going to have private time with people, so we're not having to step over agents and pimps and bouncers and whatever else, you know, in order to get a hold of some of these young people that want to be free. They want a new life. They want to get out of this industry. And so we're there. We're available to them. We'll be interpreting their dreams, giving them messages that will help them navigate future. Compass. It's a compass to give them navigation for the future and how they're going to move forward. So my friend Kelly Copeland's airing some video, some interview I did with her back in the summer. So it's on right now. So make sure and get a hold of that too. All right. We're going to do what we can in order to make as much stuff available to you so we can broaden the army here and we can make a big difference in the young people in the days to come. And we can just see people come alive in God. And God's going to do unusual, supernatural things in the days ahead. All right. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. It won't take me as long to get back on here. All right. See ya. I got to figure out how to turn this off. Okay. Bye.